Today we're going to take a look at the Stephen King thriller 1922. When a family living on a rural Nebraska farm in the early 1920s has an opportunity to sell their land, the husband and wife have different ideas about what they should do. Sell the land and start a new life in the city, or keep the land and stay on the farm. As tensions rise between the couple, the idea of murder becomes more appealing. Let's talk some positives. I've always been a big fan of Thomas Jane, and have always believed he was an underrated actor. But in this film, you really get to see him disappear into a character. At times, I almost forget it's him, but the whole cast is great. The dialogue is well written, and I enjoy the rural Nebraska setting with the tall cornfields. The film is also beautifully shot and looks great. You really feel like it's the 1920s right from the opening scene. There's some good blood and a few disturbing images, but overall this movie's more about your past coming back to haunt you, literally and figuratively. Okay, let's talk about the negative. This flick is one of those movies that's well written, that can move very slow at times. So if you're into horror that moves quickly, this might not be for you. Also, it has a very low kill count, and it's not particularly gory either. It has some good disturbing shots, but I wouldn't say gory. Of course, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because the acting and writing is so good, it doesn't need excessive gore to be enjoyable. But just so you're aware, it's not a gory flick. These kind of movies sometimes feel like they're trying to win an Oscar instead of just being a good movie. But that's a complaint I have for these kind of horror movies in general. You know it when you see it. Big budget, big actors, kind of feels a little pretentious. Anyway guys, those complaints aside, this is a solid movie with great acting, beautifully shot set pieces, good writing, and some disturbing scenes. Overall, if you don't mind a slow burn, I recommend taking a look at this movie.